Hello, and welcome to the Footy Podcast. To benefit Here's Help. Here's Help is a nonprofit comprehensive rehabilitation and educational agency that's been providing treatment services in South Florida since 1968. For more information on Here's Help or Footy's podcast, you can contact us at 305-685-8201. If you need help or know someone who has a substance abuse or alcohol problem, you can call our admissions office at 305-685-8201, extension 224. If you'd like to make a cash donation to Here's Help and join the fight against drug abuse, call Footy at 305-685-8201, extension 227. Now, here's Footy.
Welcome to Here's Help and the Footy Podcast. We do it every week. Here's Help. Ron Hersey, my old partner from Y100. Here's Help. If you don't know what it is, it's a, for lack of a better word, it's a school for guys with drug problems. And with certain types we treat and certain types we send to other programs that treat that type. So anyway, but we have a podcast that we do every week. We're sort of a special topic. I'll explain to you what Here's Help is. Here's Help was founded in 1969 by...
You.
Right. And what happened was I had a torrid and long, young age with my brother Bobby, who rest in peace. And it eventually led me into one of the first so-called drug programs of the time at Meadowbrook Hospital on Long Island. I, of course, was residing in the Nassau County Jail, and they were starting this new program with a person by the name of Dr. Victoria Sears, who was a complete angel to me in terms of meaning. She, rest in peace, but she was a very, very important part of my getting back to I guess what you might call a normal life. And, it was funny. I got normal, and everybody else started taking drugs. You know what I mean? We had people coming in the program. They would go to the beach, and they would, whatever drugs they had, they would take. We had people that would die at the beach. They'd overdose and die. And they'd scrape them off the beach. But I was what was a member of the original 7. We were the original 7 people that did it. And it really saved my life in many ways. They locked me up for the God knows how many time, and then my stepmother worked for a very big law firm in Manhattan. I started sort of a new life, and I didn't, and this will be a good lesson for a lot of you, I didn't go halfway. I went all the way. I said, I'm done. That's it. I'm over. Okay, and my brother was still, we were very close at age, and we hung around together and did a lot of stuff. But I stopped. And I went to the program. I had a girlfriend who understood what was going on, because I used to have to report at least 3 to 4 times a week. All right, they weren't letting me just roam around. But I had a girlfriend who understood, and it was good. And it was kind of funny. I always think how difficult it would be, and it really wasn't. It was a lot less difficult to totally quit than I was encountering before that. Because you have to, if you're in that lifestyle, you have to, make a decision at some point. Am I going to go down the toilet, or am I going to hold on to the rim? Okay, and people were dying. A lot of them were dying, overdoses. We had, being the original 7, I was there first with Dr. Sears, but then they started bringing people in from jail. The hospital was right next to the jail, a lot like Jackson, and they started bringing people in. The people that I went there with, I understood. We all understood. But the new crowd was more, the hippie, I don't know what you would call them back then. They had a whole different view of things. And we used to look at them like they were crazy. We used to go like, you're crazy. What are you taking those pills for? And they were taking a lot of stuff. They had like sugar cubes with stuff. I didn't even know what it was. I knew one drug, okay? Opiates, that's it. It was real simple. You look under O in the dictionary, and that's where I was. And I really had never even tried them, never thought of them, and never thought they would be of any interest to me. But I went into the program with Dr. Sears, and it was a rough road, but I made it. And a very good friend of mine, his name is Johnny. Yeah, and he died. He was away somewhere, and then he popped up. So we were very good friends, so that was a really sad thing. And, and everybody knew that I was with him that night, because my stepmother drove us home, and I told her to drop us off at the corner by my girlfriend's, which was also the corner by the drugstore. I think I told you guys this story. But anyway, the next morning his sister's on the phone, he's dead. I was like, oh boy, that wasn't good. And then I had to go report in. And they wanted to know, you left here with him.
Yeah, wanted to know what was going on.
No, they made up, they knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And they didn't want, they put me under all kinds of pressure. They were giving me urine tests 3, 4, 5 times a week. They were just, but Dr. Sears eventually calmed them all down, and they settled down. Because we didn't have like what you have, counselors and people that are interested in you and all that kind of stuff. We were 2/3 of the people watching us were cops, probation officers, law enforcement people.
Oh, wow.
And we couldn't, and we had no say in anything.
That
So,
sounds tough.
huh?
That sounds tough. A lot tougher.
Well, believe me, it was the right thing for me at that time. It was tough. Well, let me tell you something. It's tough to change your life completely for 50 years.
Wow.
That's what you should be thinking about. A new life. Have a new life. A real life. You're going to encounter things from time to time, no matter what you do. But you really, you got to start thinking about, I'm not going to do that anymore. And you're going to have to learn to say no. You're going to have to learn, nah, never mind, guys. I'm going to go. I want to go see my girlfriend. You got to find, this is a kind of a weird key, but you got to find a new life, and you got to find somebody who understands that you're going into that new life. You're not going back to the old life. But I was lucky because I was in with a lot of guys, not a lot, it was only 7 of us, but there were 4 or 5 guys that I became friendly with because I understood them, they understood me, and we went our way. We actually, when the hippie LSD and all that other stuff came up, we looked at them like, what the hell are you doing? Are you crazy? And they were, as far as we were concerned. We stayed away from them, and we weren't really very friendly with them. We were nice to them, but we couldn't relate to them. They were different, and we were from a different world. This little trip down memory lane there, and so what are you doing?
Me? I'm doing good.
Speak into
I'm doing good. Doing the culinary class.
culinary class.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
From Cuba.
Where in Cuba?
La Habana.
You're from Havana, huh?
Yeah.
Havana Viejo.
La Habana Vieja, cerca de La Habana Vieja.
Yeah. Good. And how are you doing here?
Good, I'm doing good.
How did you get here? Who sent you here?
The therapist sent me here.
Yeah. How are you getting along here? How are you?
¿Cómo tú te estás llevando con el programa?
I'm doing good. Work,
Yeah.
staying sober.
Yeah. You're a good guy. Change your life. Tell him
That's
to change his life.
that's what I wanna do.
Yeah, change your life.
That's the plan, huh?
Yeah. Well, you all better think about that. Okay. At some point, you have to go, hold it. This ain't working anymore.
Yeah.
Gotta make that decision.
Yeah. And you got to make that decision hard and fast. It sounds so simple, and it sounds so easy, and it sounds so that someday you got to go, I'm out. I'm not in this anymore. Okay? And you got to make a decision to start the new life. Okay? That's what you have to do. People don't realize that the life that you and I lived for whatever amount of years it's a lifestyle, and it becomes what you do. All right? And you have to make the decision, I'm not doing this anymore. Nobody else can do that. So, but what I'm trying to say to you is the clue. You got to make the decision. You got to make the different life. You got to make the new life. Now, you've been working in culinary very hard, and you're very good at it.
Yeah.
And you maybe have a path.
Yeah.
And Aaron
Yeah.
is
Huh?
one of the best bakers we got.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
And you could see he enjoys it.
Yeah,
He gets satisfaction from it.
he loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Culinary for me, culinary's probably one of the best things for me.
It's like a place to go.
Yeah.
It's great, man. I mean, I used to work on a food truck. Used to work on a food truck called 305 Vibe Cafe, and I've always loved to work in the kitchen, work with food,
Oh, really?
create food, make people happy. You know what I'm saying? Serve good food. Pretty plates.
We eat pretty good
presentable.
over here.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do, and we learn a lot. I mean, culinary is big, and it's something that I enjoy doing. So it's a great opportunity.
It's not a
for
bad
me.
way to make a living.
No, it's not. It's great, and you can make people happy while you're doing it as well too.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the real key?
To make yourself happy.
Yeah, it makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
true.
happens. And it gives you substance, gives you direction. I mean, I was in school, but I got into radio also. And those things, they all help you. Tell me, what are your plans for the future?
I mean,
You can say your first name.
my name is Aaron. To be honest, I'm still stuck on what I should do when I leave. I'm still thinking about it because I have my food handlers and I have my horticulture specialist.
Do you have a food manager's license?
No, I talked to Chef and she said that a week before I leave that I'm gonna take it.
Oh, okay, you got the test. before
Yeah,
you-
yeah. And I leave like 3 weeks from now, so
So that's good.
yeah.
So you'll have a place to go. You'll have a thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you gonna live?
There's this shelter in Fort Lauderdale Beach that I'm gonna go to.
Are you from Fort Lauderdale?
I'm from North Miami Beach.
But you have a place and you have a goal.
Yeah, I'm still
You're gonna
kind of
have the credentials.
Yeah, but I'm still kind of nervous though when I get outside. Like being in here, being in this little bubble is it's different.
Yeah, but you can make your own little bubble.
Yeah.
You can make
Definitely.
you can make your bubble. Here's the thing you got to worry about. They're gonna try to get you back in.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
They're gonna be saying, "Well, come with us and this and that." Now, see you guys later. I'm going to movies with Isla. You know, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
You gotta move on. You gotta get on to a different life. But you got the motivation. You got the training. You have a foundation. You want to go to work, and adios.
Yeah, yeah.
See all of you in the next 100 years. Yeah, you have to.
Gotta move on.
It sounds so simple, but you gotta move on to your new life. Okay, is it gonna be making pizza? Is it gonna be, you're smart. You're all smart. You gotta make the new life. You gotta take the step. You gotta jump off the diving board. You can't be still jumping in. Because I've seen guys at 50, 60 years old started using drugs when they were 15, and they're still doing it. Trying to get me to go with them. I'm like, wait, doing that.
Yeah.
It takes determination. You have to really go, you know what? This ain't for me anymore. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get a better life. I gotta get a better job. I gotta get an apartment, a better girl, a life, a real life. Not the life that we live. Not good.
No, you have to make that decision, and you have to commit yourself to that decision.
Yeah, because,
And you gotta take it day by day.
yeah. And
Take
you
it
gotta
day by
be,
day.
you're the one that's gotta make those decisions. You
Yeah.
happen to be right.
Every
You have to say, see you later, Bob, Phil, whatever. I'm going. And you gotta move on.
you make that accomplishment every day.
And they will try. They will try to get
To
you
reel
back
you
in.
in.
Yeah. They will try.
And for you, Footy, now that like us, we're in recovery.
Mm.
How was it for you that decision and committing yourself to that decision, taking it day by day?
Well, to tell you, I had a good job. We had started Here's Help. I had a lot of other things going on. You have to you gotta make that decision. And it's hard.
Yeah, you have to make that decision because at the end of the day, a lot of people say that it's environment and you got to get away from the people. the
It's
circle.
you.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
You do it. You make the decision, and you have to live with the outcome.
Because it's everywhere.
And you have to isolate yourself. You got to take yourself out of that and go, I'm not in that anymore.
Facts.
I had a lot of friends, but I didn't hang around with them anymore. And I would see them from time to time, but I always went the other way as soon as I could. Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You guys, you're on the brink of life and death decisions that you're going to have to make choices of. And you're going to see guys that die, and I hope you're going to live, save yourself. You can't be halfway. You got to be in or out. And you want to get in as quick as you can and not get out.
Can't stay stuck at the fence.
Huh?
You can't stay stuck at the fence.
You can't. And you can't hop back and forth over the fence.
Yeah.
So we're at a time. I'm going to leave you all You can say your first name.
Aaron.
Yohani.
Edge.
You're going to have to make decisions only you can make, and you're going to have to stick to those decisions. You want to change your life? You know what you got to think of? Am I ever going to be 40? Or am I going to be dead? Okay? And that's what decisions you're facing. You'll go back to Brooklyn, they'll run you over with a truck. It's not a joke. I mean, I get the joke. Anyway, I still see guys,
It's like playing roulette with your life, man.
but I still see guys from way, way, way back, the ones that lived and went on to other things. And I see people who were critical that helped me. All right? And I've been talking to you guys like men, not like a bunch of punk kids. And hopefully that will stick with you. All right? Remember that this skinny old guy is the one that told you, okay, what you got to do. Okay, we got to break things up here. You're listening to Here's Help Show. I'm Footy. I'm your host. And this is lesson time.
Yeah. I mean, some good stuff.
Thank you for listening to the Footy Podcast. To benefit, here's help. For more information about the Footy Podcast or Here's Help, contact us at 305-685-8201. If you need help or know someone who has a substance abuse or alcohol problem, you can call our admissions office at 305-685-8201, extension 224. If you'd like to make a cash donation to Here's Help and join the fight against drug abuse, call Footy at 305-685-8201, extension 227. The executive producer of the Footy Podcast is Sam Zacco, COO of Here's Help.
Have you been introduced to Footy Sauce? Footy Sauce makes it easy to give ordinary chicken wings extraordinary flavor. Footy Wing Sauce is made with a perfect blend of herbs and spices. So what are you waiting for? Pour it on. Footy's Wing Sauce guarantees you a better taste than chicken wing every single time. When you fire up the grill, pour it on. Let Footy be your wingman. Kick your next party up a notch with Footy Sauce. Grab Footy's Wing Sauce and pour it on.